I feel this is Hong Kong's opportunity to take advantage of the Belt and Road Initiative launched under the stewardship of the Honorable Chinese President Xi Jinping and build IP partnerships with economies covered by the Belt and Road Program. Being the world gateway to China and by extension, the Asia-Pacific region, Hong Kong is in a unique position to facilitate the traffic of IP sharing between the East and the West.
Glad this topic's about IP, because IP is important. Obviously getting the rights to make that film, but ultimately, as my old chairman, Jack Valenti used to say, if you don't protect what you own, you have nothing. So there's an increased focus in China on the need to protect IP. There's a new film industry promotion law coming through that will hopefully enable people to more easily navigate through the IP issues that occur in China. But why China? You just look at those numbers. Again, I call them mind-blowing. This is a marketplace where the box office, and the box office is the engine that drives the rest of the trains, where the engine is incredibly strong. You have got a growth there that's 20 times over a 10-year period. And already this year, the box office has surpassed what it was last year and is on for another record-breaking year. And the government has a forecasted predicted growth of 30% per annum, and this year it's more like 50%. So again, the catch I always say is China too big to ignore in the film business.
The Hong Kong government have made an initiative to provide additional fundings to promote local productions. That is to say that we have new programs to which to promote subsidize 12 movies a year in terms of their local productions here in Hong Kong. And this is a significant numbers increase as compared with last year. And for Hong Kong Film Award, and we are still considered to be one of the major awards for Chinese community. Last year we have hit numbers of like 220,000 on the award light, and to which is a very big numbers in terms of viewers that we have on the Hong Kong Film Award.
Paying millions of dollars right now for an individual film to be shown on online video in China, whereas just a few years ago, it was in the tens of thousands of dollars per film. So that's an important and growing source of revenue for intellectual property rights holders. And I think that the future is bright in that area. Well, I think that the Chinese film companies and the Chinese government are really starting to understand the value of their IP, and that it is exportable, that it is valuable within China, and that they need to protect it. I think one of the trends is going to be that the film companies are going to be working much more closely with the authorities in China to protect IP.
Actually, the way of making films are very different now in China compared to 10, 20 years ago. Recently, in the past, I would say starting 5 years ago, the people, the investors from outside the industry have become interested in film markets, in film productions. So people coming in like with film funds, with venture capitals to come in to invest on film production. Today, I will say, in the future, there's opportunities for Hong Kong movie industry to work closely with mainland Chinese industry to bring the China movie to the world. I totally agree with what William just said. I really believe that there are opportunities for big Chinese IP to go to the world in the next 5-10 years.
I think another big trend to point out is a consequence of the film business in China growing so fast. Because the amount of dollars at stake has increased so much in such a short period, the number of people and the length of experience of people in the business who are working on the kind of the business and legal side of the motion picture business is not as many as it could be relative to the size of the business. And that means the expertise to set up the rights in the right way is not necessarily readily available and out there. And that makes this a difficult problem to address because people need to have familiarity and expertise in these issues in order to address that problem.